Now sometimes you can face this problem while you are installing WAMP server on your Windows 11 operating system, which says the code execution cannot proceed because msvcr120 or 110.dll file is not found. Let me show you how you can solve this problem. So first of all, click on OK here and then click on OK, and once again click on OK. So just click on OK until you see this kind of information, and then click on next and then click on finish. So for that you just need to uninstall WAMP first of all. So you can just search for control panel, and once the control panel opens you can click on uninstall a program here. And if WAMP server is listed here in this list, you just need to click on this and then uninstall it. Right now I don't see WAMP server here because I have already uninstalled it. But if you see here WAMP server, then you just need to select and then click on uninstall. So once you have uninstalled the WAMP server, go to your C drive, and here you will find this WAMP64 folder. You just need to delete this. So right click and then you just need to click on delete, which is going to delete that folder. Okay, so once you have uninstalled and deleted the WAMP server folder from your C directory, you need to once again go to your downloads folder and then click on WAMP server executable file. First of all, you will see this kind of warning which says, do you want to allow this app from unknown publisher to make changes on your device? I trust this app, so I'm going to click on yes here, which is going to start the setup for WAMP server. So here you can select the language in which you want to install WAMP server. I'm going to select English here and then click on OK. And then you need to agree with the license terms and conditions. So if you want, you can read these license terms and conditions. And if you accept, you can just click on this I accept the agreement radio button and then click on next. And here you can see this warning, and here you need to read this warning carefully. Make sure you are up to date in redistributable packages VC9, VC10, 11, 13, 15 and 16. So here WAMP server is asking us to install each and every redistributable in our Windows 11 operating system. So Visual C++ packages, you can see you need to install all the packages, right? According to the documentation, it's not enough to install one package because the other package might give you some problem. So you can start from the top. So whatever you see at the top, just click on one of these links. So I'm going to click on the first link here, and sometimes you can see this redistributable is not even present on the Microsoft website. So you can go to the next link here. So I'm going to go to the next link, and this next link is also not available. So I'm going to go to the third link, which is for Visual C++ 2012. Let's see if it's available or not. So this one is available. So you can see this download is available. I will choose the language here and then click on download, and then I can choose which one I want to download. I will download the 64-bit version. So make sure it has x64 in front, and then click on next, which is going to start the download of this exe file, right? So you just need to download the files and then you need to install all of them. So once it's downloaded, I'm going to click on this exe file and then click on I agree with the license terms and condition, and then click on install and then click on yes. And same you need to do for all the packages. So I have installed the 12 version. Let me install the Visual C++ 13 also by clicking on this link. So you can see it's done. So here update for Visual C++ 2013. Let me go down and choose English one from here, and it will download this exe once again, and then I'm going to click on this and install it in a similar way. So as I said, it's not enough that you only install one of them. According to the documentation, it's recommended that you install all the Microsoft Visual C++ packages which are listed on this warning page, right? So now I have installed all the packages from here. The last package is this one, so I'm going to just click on this and install it also. And once that's done, so let me click on that also, and then I need to first install this Visual C++ package, right? So I'm going to just click on I agree with the license terms and conditions, and then click on install, and then click on yes, which is going to install this Microsoft Visual C++ 15 to 19 redistributable. Setup successful. You must restart your computer before you can use this software, right? So at this point you need to restart your computer, so that means we need to stop the installation, and we will start the installation once again once our Windows operating system is restarted. So let me just click on this restart, which is going to restart my Windows 11 operating system. So now I have restarted my Windows 11 operating system. So let's start with the setup again. So I'm going to just click on this executable file once again. Then I will choose English and then click on OK. And then I will accept the terms and conditions and then click on next. And because I have downloaded all the packages which WAMP server has suggested, I'm going to just click on next here. This will be the location where WAMP server will be installed. So I'm going to leave it as default and then click on next. And then here you can see all the packages which will be installed. If you need some extra packages, for example, some older version of PHP, and some different version of MySQL, you can select them from here and then click on next, and then you will be asked to select the start menu folder. So just leave it as default and then click on next and then click on install. And at this point you just need to wait for this progress bar to reach to the 100% mark. And in between you will see this kind of warning which says iexplore.exe, which is internet. So this will be used as a browser by WAMP server. Do you want to choose another browser? Yes, I want to choose different browser than Internet Explorer, so I'm going to choose that. I want to use Chrome browser, so I will go to the location where it's installed. So it's in my C directory, and then I need to go to program files and then go to Google and then go to Chrome applications. And I will choose chrome.exe and then click on open. And again, it will ask me if I want to use Notepad as my text editor. This time I want to choose Notepad, so I will click on no. I don't want to change it, so I will click on no. And now the installation process will proceed with the regular installation. And now I can see this message: please read the following important information before continuing. When you are ready to continue with the setup, click on next. So for some explanation on how WAMP server works, you can always go to WAMP server and then instruction for use PDF. And for using MariaDB, you can choose it from here, and some more information is given here. So you can read this information from here, and then once you are done, click on next here, and you can see WAMP server is installed on my Windows 11 operating system. So once that's done, I'm going to click on finish, and I can see this WAMP server icon is created on my Windows desktop. And when WAMP server starts, you will be able to see WAMP server here in this list. So right now WAMP server is not running, so let's start it by just clicking on this icon on the desktop and then click on yes, which is going to start the WAMP server. So you can see a WAMP server icon is appearing here. When it's not running, it will be in red color, and when it's running, the color will change. So just wait for this color of this WAMP icon to change. So now I can see all these options in the menu, right? So you can see right now the WAMP server icon is green, And once you see this icon in green, that means WAMP server is running successfully, and you can use WAMP server on your Windows 11 operating system. So you can click on this arrow and then click on WAMP server icon, and here you can see all the options related to WAMP server. So I'm going to open the local host for now. So let me click on local host, and it's going to open my local host in my chosen browser, which is Google Chrome. So you can see this web page which is loaded on my local host, and if you see this kind of window, that means WAMP server is running successfully on your Windows 11 operating system on localhost. Here you can see more documentation about Apache, PHP, MySQL and MariaDB. You can also see all these tools here. If you want to open the PHP MyAdmin, you can open it from here. There are 2 versions available. So I'm going to right click and click on the next tab, which is going to open this PHP MyAdmin on my Windows 11 operating system. So once this PHP MyAdmin starts, the default username is root here. So just write root, and the default password is blank. So you just need to leave it as blank and then click on go. And it's going to open the PHP MyAdmin. So you can see it has started the PHP MyAdmin, and you can start using the WAMP server with the PHP MyAdmin and other tools on your Windows 11 operating system. Once you are done, you can once again click on this WAMP icon, and then you can stop all the services, you can restart all the services, and you can start all the services also from here. If you want to quit WAMP server, you just need to right click here. So when you left click, you will see this kind of menu. When you right click, you will see this kind of menu. From here you can click on exit, and this is going to exit a WAMP server on your Windows 11 operating system. So this is how you can install and use WAMP server on your Windows 11 operating system. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video.